So Sharge just released their brand new Icemag 3 power bank. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that's got MagSafe built in, and it also uses the brand new Qi2.2 wireless standard. It's got some welcome upgrades over their Icemag 2, and in this video I'm going to go over everything that you need to know about this power bank, everything that I absolutely love about it, and also some of the things that I ran into. And at the end of the video, if you guys end up wanting to pick one up yourself, I will be putting product links in this video's description. So let's get into it. Now, really quick, I do want to let you know that Sharge did send this out to me, but I'm not being paid for this review. Everything that happens in this review that I'm going to tell you is my own experience and my own words. I've also used quite a few different Sharge devices over my YouTube career, and they're all working still to this day because Sharge uses some really good components in their power banks, and this one is no different. Like I mentioned before, this is a 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, and it uses 2 premium Apple grade ATL cells. It also uses the Qi2.2 wireless standard that I mentioned before because it does have built-in MagSafe, so you can use to charge up your iPhones, or if you happen to have an Android phone that uses a MagSafe case, you can also use this charger with it as well. And with that Qi2.2 wireless standard comes 25 watt wireless charging, so you can charge up your device a lot quicker than you can with other regular wireless chargers. This charger also has up to 35 watt max out and in, so you can not only charge the power bank at 35 watts, but you can also charge up to 2 devices using the built-in USB Type-C cable or the USB Type-C port on the other side, and charge up your device at up to 35 watts. So if you need to charge up your device a little bit quicker than what the wireless charger can give you, you can always use the USB Type-C cable that's built in or the USB Type-C port. You can also charge up your phone at the same time that you're charging up 2 other devices. So if you got your iPhone like I've got here, and you've got your Apple Watch and some AirPods, you can charge up your phone, your AirPods, and your Apple Watch all using the one power bank. It's also got an RGB LED lit fan that not only looks cool, but it also keeps your battery cooler for a more stable charge. And if you need to take this with you on a trip, it's also airline safe. And it's also got pass-through charging, so if you want to charge up your phone while you're charging your power bank, you don't have to worry about depleting it while you're watching Netflix. The power bank also easily lets you know what the battery is sitting at with the little status LEDs here, and you simply press in the power button once and it'll let you know what your battery is sitting at. And you don't have to worry about turning the power bank off because when it's not in use, it automatically shuts off by itself. But if you happen to want to turn it off on your own manually, all you need to do is simply hold in the power button for 3 seconds and it'll manually shut off. It's also got this very sturdy, solid metal kickstand on the back, so it allows you to use your phone in a portrait or a landscape mode, even if your case doesn't have a kickstand on the back. The rest of the power bank is made of a solid plastic material. Even though the sides look metal, they are just a solid plastic. The only thing that's really metal on this power bank is the kickstand on the back. And a couple welcome upgrades from the Icemag 2 are: 1, they moved the USB Type-C charging port from the bottom to the side so you can easily charge up other devices, and the other is the built-in USB Type-C cable, so you no longer have to hunt down for a cable to use with your power bank. It also has a little blue LED indicator to let you know that it is wireless charging. And as far as the magnetic hold on the back of your phone, it's actually pretty strong. You definitely don't have to worry about the charger just coming off your phone. It's on there pretty good. The USB Type-C cable also locks into this little plastic piece here, and it's on there pretty solid. So if you need to hang this from something, you don't have to worry about it just coming apart. Now, during my testing of the Icemag 3, I want to let you know some of the things I experienced and some of the problems I ran into. So the first thing I wanted to test is how much of a charge I could get on my iPhone 17 Pro Max with a case on it after 30 minutes using the wireless connection. And I used the case on my phone because that's how I'm going to use my phone. I'm not going to use my phone without a case on it, so that's how I wanted to test it. So with the power bank sitting at 100% and my phone sitting at 1%, after about 30 minutes, I got about a 32% charge. Then after the 30 minutes, I wanted to continue on and charge my phone all the way to 100%, and I wanted to see how long that would take. So total time from 0 to 100% charge on my phone took about 2 hours and 50 minutes. And the battery bank was left with anywhere from 25% all the way down to 0. It doesn't specifically say because, again, we only have the little LEDs blinking. And also during my testing, when I was charging other devices, I didn't have any problems getting the 35 watt output that Sharge says that this can output, whether it be from the USB cable built in or the USB port. But when I was charging the power bank itself, I could only get up to 30 watts max. And I was using a charger that's capable of outputting 140 watts. I also wanted to see how long it would take to charge the Icemag 3 from 0 all the way to 100%. And again, remember, I could only get that 30 watt charge. So at that rate, it took 2 hours and 30 minutes to go from 0 all the way to 100%. Which isn't bad, but if you gave me the 35 watt input that it says it could do, it could charge slightly faster. And if you're wondering, no, the Icemag 3 cannot charge itself if you happen to plug in the USB Type-C cable into itself. It just won't do anything. So some of the things that I absolutely love about this power bank is, one, that it's got the built-in USB Type-C cable. It's capable of doing 35 watts output to charge up all of your devices. And because it's built in, that means you never have to worry about hunting down a USB cable to take with you to use with your power bank. And I also love the fact that they made it a braided cable, so that'll keep down on it breaking and fraying, especially where it's connected right up to the power bank. The other thing I absolutely love about this power bank is the built-in metal kickstand. It's super solid, very sturdy, and if you have a case like I do that doesn't have a built-in kickstand, if you're charging your phone, you can watch Netflix, YouTube, or things like that while it's charging up. And because it's got the extra USB Type-C cable and the built-in cable, you can charge 2 other devices while you're charging up your phone all at once. And the built-in RGB is something that's really cool to look at, especially when it's charging in the dark. So besides the fact that I can only get the power bank to charge at a max of 30 watts, I love everything else about this power bank. Again, it's super convenient that you can charge up 3 devices all at the same time. You've got your built-in metal kickstand, and again, you never have to hunt down for a USB cable because it's got one built in. So again, if you guys want to pick this up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. And I'm also curious if anyone out there has experienced the Icemag 2 or any of other Sharge's power banks. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.